Ready? Okay, I'd like to call this meeting of the Board of Civil Authority to order. We'll be hearing the property appeal of David and Eleanor Peters, who live at 504 Camp Road in Elmore, parcel number 20/21/65.000. Okay, everyone has taken the oath, signed the oath, so we're all set with that. Dave, did you receive a copy of the rules of the procedure?
Yes, I did.
Do you have any questions about how okay. Do any BCA members have any conflict of interest or engage in ex parte communications?
No.
I'm going to recuse myself because Dave is a very close neighbor, so I will not be taking part in the decision making when it comes to this appeal. So at this point, I would ask the listers to introduce the property by describing the property and its present valuation.
Thank you. I think it should be.
Yeah.
And purple there.
Yes, right here. There we go.
Okay. Who's gonna, Holly, gonna do it? Okay.
So, all right, so when the property was, we're gonna go to just when the property was reappraised, the square footage was changed to 1,780 square feet. The listers, we put the square footage back to 2,116, where it has been since the house was built. Before the townwide reappraisal, square footage is 216. Our records show that in 2014, 12, 11, 2004, the square footage was 2,116. Nothing has changed as far as we know with the structure since that date. The lake frontage measures 115 feet with a depth of 140, and that's been since 2004. And the dwelling is on 0.37 acres. So this is on 504 Camp Road. That's what we did as listers. We put it back to the original square.
Okay, Dave, you have anything to present?
I certainly do. The clerk made copies of materials, which I'll be referring to. I assume you made it up.
What's that?
She's making up for everybody.
I believe so. You're the one that had the photocopy.
Oh, they're here.
Oh, okay.
I can, they're coming around.
Coming
They're
around.
coming around. Okay, great.
Probably not in. I think I'm.
That's fine.
Oh,
Make.
Well,
we get you.
I don't need one, so.
Right, because you're recusing.
oh, sorry. You gotta hold it. I gotta write notes.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you got an extra, I'll take it.
Listers will share. Thank you.
Thanks.
Do you agree with what Carla said? Several weeks ago, I asked to appear before the listers because I could not understand how our house, for a very short period of time, gained 400 feet in size.
Right.
And they explained what it was. And at that time, it was my understanding that the distance that they would, I requested, and it would be agreed, they would come out and visit our house and do some measuring. Because I have no idea what it's the 1,700 plus or 2,100 plus. I really don't know. And my understanding was that the listers are gonna come out. And for whatever reason that either I misunderstood, which is possible. When the listers changed their mind, didn't know about it, which is possible. But the bottom line is our house has not been inspected. No one has done any, to the best of my knowledge, no one has done any measuring at our house. So, as a result of that, I started thinking about it. And we went down to use the master list and looked at the values of all that I could find on Camp Road. Some things just frankly didn't make a ton of sense to me. And that's what I want to talk about. Our house was built in the 1930s. It was updated. It was not, so it was not built as a,
Right.
I guess, in 1994, but it was upgraded. I would say 2/3 of our basement is totally unfinished. I don't know that that's reflected in your evaluations. I was in the process of getting information. I talked with a neighbor who said that if there was I guess he used the term dormer, and you don't have 5.5 feet of clearance, there's some different system of evaluation. Nothing about that, but it's somewhat less than 200 feet in our house, which is less than 5.5 feet if the angles go down. And again, I want people to take a look at this and make sure I'm not misleading you. Second thing, then I looked at the size of the property and scratched my head. Joe Chicola, my good buddy, has 0.37. We have 0.37, except ours is valued at a lot more. But that's not true. Ours is valued at 18,000 more. Now, maybe that has to do with frontage. I don't know. And then you look at the total property value for Joe, well, and it just does not, to me, does not make sense. Visually, their house is larger than ours. We've been evaluated at the appraised at 996,000. They're at 986. It doesn't compute, doesn't make sense to me. Their house was built in 1999, so it's newer than ours, bigger than ours visually. Then I looked further at the Anderson house, not our daughter Anderson, the other Betsy and John.
Mhm.
And then things became even more and more confusing. I guess you have copies of the reports that I'm referring to. The Anderson home is listed at 1,670 square feet, which on the surface makes, maybe I'm misunderstanding something, but that just doesn't seem to make any sense to me. How could that to be 4,000 or 5,000 square feet smaller than ours? It just does not seem logical. Our value is at 996. Their value is at 890. They have 1.3 acres. We have 0.37. Their lot was evaluated at 448. Ours was evaluated at 600,000. I don't understand it. I don't know about the depreciation factor, but ours is at 15. Theirs is at 15. Is that reasonable? I don't know. I have to let people who know more than I do refer to that or respond to that. And finally, I went back to the 2012 appraisals. Our land was appraised then at 231,000 basically. Our building at 200,000. Total value 431. The Andersons at that time were 229 for the land, 354 for the house, or 583. So at that time, they were roughly $140,000 more. Okay. If you take a look at the current numbers, our appraised value went up 565,000 plus. 65. The Anderson property went up 300,000. The whole thing just doesn't ring true. It doesn't make sense. So that's why I would really like for somebody to come and take a look at our house, see whether we're at 1,700, 2,100, whatever it is. And then take a look at these numbers, it just doesn't ring true. How the Anderson house can only go up 300,000, ours go up 565. I fail to see how that can happen. So. Take a look at those numbers and please measure our house.
Right, does the BCA have any questions? For the listers or for the appellant? Yes,
When they did the reappraisal and they came up with what is it,
17 something, yeah.
1780? Don't they measure the house, the foundation when they go? Okay, you're not answering.
Yeah.
Yes.
When the appraisers went.
So, to be fair, we didn't go because we had townwide reappraisal. The townwide reappraisal people measured it this last. That's what I mean. Somebody actually measured it
The
physically.
company.
I don't know what they did. I wasn't with them. I can't speak to that. I know what we've done in the past. They came up with a much larger square footage. I mean, smaller square
Yeah.
footage than we had over the last, since, what was it, earliest, 2009? 2004, and for the last reappraisal, before the last reappraisal, it was measured twice by reappraisers that we hired, which was MacArthur. Once by actual Doug MacArthur, once by his daughter, who did it the last time with us. We have measured it in the past when we've been out there to do changes or whatever. We couldn't figure out where these new reappraisers got their square footage. I don't think Dave's added anything on over there that we have noticed. He has no permits to do that. So we changed him back to the original square footage we had. That answer your question? Yeah, I just wondered why, I mean, I'm assuming we did it. We did it to a lot of people in town. It's not just him. Many.
I think Connie had a question, then I'll go to you.
That was mostly it, like, when did that change happen and why, was my question. Yeah,
Yeah, I have a question. I mean, what, the square footage, like Dave said, I think he said 75% of your basement is unfinished.
It has to be measured.
Yeah.
I would guess 2/3.
Yeah. Whatever it is, does basement count? I mean, in the square footage, is it every floor is
Yeah,
measured?
that is on here. If you look even on Dave's sheet right here. Under additional features, you'll see finished basement, so that's 266 square feet. That's
Where
finished in the
do
basement.
you see that?
Paper and page one.
Oh, this,
Very first
oh.
page, up front page. Right down here.
So theoretically, they would add up to the 2116, is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's.
These readers go inside your house. So that's our measurement from historic years. They never went inside.
I can't remember that. Anybody's never been inside the house.
I tried to think,
Right?
long time ago. though.
Okay, yes,
I have a question. So the other people, the Andersons, Joe Chicoa's property, the issue for you in bringing those up is comparability.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to clarify that, is comparability.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, just looking at that, I mean, the information we just received here, looks like the Anderson house has 12 rooms, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. And Dave's has 5 rooms, 3 bedrooms. So how can
2.5.
Dave's be that much larger
Mhm.
than the Anderson house was 1,600 feet? I mean, it's, they have, they show their basement? There's basement, partial,
Yeah, there's a-
46.
They have a walkout,
138
don't they?
square feet in their basement.
Basement, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, they have a walkout, don't they?
Finished basement.
Yeah.
And they have 2-story. I don't know, it's just. I agree, it just doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
But the easy solution is to go over and measure it, right? I mean,
Right.
we'll go over and measure it, we're gonna figure out what it is. So-
One of the problems, yeah.
So
Mm.
going back to my original question, so if it's an unfinished basement, you just measure the finished portion?
If it's an unfinished basement completely, it is just put in as an unfinished
Right,
basement.
but he said part of it's finished, so you would
Correct.
just measure the finished part.
Correct. And then in the past, I can't speak to what these guys did. They didn't go inside, so I'm assuming it's our historical. In the past, you kind of look at quality. Is it the same quality as the house? If it's not, it gets treated like it's treated on the sheet. If it is the same quality as the house, it gets added into the total square footage in the house. But it depends on the finish. Most basements are a rec room and they're not finished to the same, they don't have cherry trim and hardwood floors,
Right.
whatever. Or ceilings sometimes.
Right.
So we treat them differently on the sheet so they don't cost out as the same as the rest of the house.
Are there any other questions for either the listers or for the appellants? Do you have anything to respond to the listers? Listers event?
Having a visit.
Do you have anything for Dave you want to ask? Okay. Well, then the next item to do then, we need to inspect the property. So at a date and time, not more than 30 days from today, but I did want to note that where is, I've got too much paperwork already. Wouldn't do it all schedule. Who's up next after? Dave?
10th or something, so.
Okay, Janet Brack, who is not going to be able to make today, we're rescheduling her for next Monday.
1 o'clock.
So, see how much time. So we have, technically we have until 4th. Oh, that's just over an hour and 10 minutes. Is that enough time to do an inspection in an hour or not? We can schedule at another time.
So that's a measuring function, right?
measuring.
It's just a measurement function.
Well, it can be anything. I would just,
And a measurement.
Yeah.
yes, because the appellants have to allow the inspection committee to go into the house. If they refuse that, then that's considered withdrawing their appeal.
We're
So-
pleading with them to do it.
You're welcoming.
Well, say whatever.
to do it, right?
Okay, I'll ask the BCA, what is your pleasure? Do you want to, would you be available to do the house inspection now?
I think we could make ourselves available. Yes.
What is the pleasure of the BCA? Do you want to do it now or schedule for a later date?
I can do it now.
Time, we have time.
Okay, okay with you, Connie? No?
Yeah.
Well, we only need 3 people to go.
Right, that's,
So if we have more than 3, I see. Did you want to go?
If you guys do they have enough or?
1,
More than enough.
2,
go.
3,
Okay,
yeah.
4.
Oh.
Okay,
So we have plenty.
so the 4.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll stay back. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then at this point, we'll recess until we hear back from the
Visitors.
Is coffee ready?
inspection committee.
Snacks?
Yes.
We go out as a group, we have a checklist.
Right.
Do we have only the?
June, do you have the checklist? I know I don't have it.
We check off. Like, all you're doing is measuring, so.
It's just the square footage.
Oh, just.
It's just the square footage.
I hope you look at that angle roof too.
Yeah, but look at the other points.
Well, I just want to say, hold on, before we just, can I have everybody's attention? You know, what I heard was a number of other issues that were brought up in
Yeah.
comparison to other properties. So I'm not going to go on it because I'm not going to make a decision, but this sounds to me that it is more than just the square footage that is involved here. And so I just want to make sure people feel they have enough time in the next hour to do a complete inspection of the property and everything that was, all the issues that were brought up in terms of the comparisons to other properties on the street. Yes.
So I would recommend that we put together a checklist of the things that we need to pay attention to and assess once we get to the Peter property. Okay, And then we will do those things. Those are the things we'll look at, not just the square footage, but the other issues that were raised by the appellants.
Okay, in that case, I don't know whether you're gonna have enough time, frankly. I don't know, what is?
Well, are you saying we have to go to the Anderson house and measure?
No, you don't go
No,
to the Anderson
no.
house. You're going
No.
to the Peters house. That's the only house you're looking at. Only the Peters.
So are there any checklists here, even if they're populated, can we just cross it out and white it out and use it, make a copy?
You mean a template?
Yeah.
Like a template. Does that exist somewhere that we could snag it? No, not for sure.
Not really, it's,
really.
they're all individual
Okay.
things, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember last year having a
Sorry, what
checklist.
is the checklist?
No, I don't remember it actually.
So there's, you know,
I don't remember utilizing that at all. But it seems to me that with the points that the Peters have raised, that it would be simple enough to put together a short list of the items that those of us visiting the property in a few minutes need to pay attention to and come back and report out on.
I have a 25-foot tape in my car.
Yeah, that's fine. So measuring, so can we generate a list? Are people in agreement that that seems reasonable? Just to put together a list of what we're gonna pay attention to and come back and report out about.
Square footage, basement, square footage.
Yeah,
condition.
basement square footage.
Look at each floor and,
So
The
who's
finished
doing,
part of the
who's
basement.
doing the master list here?
I'm writing it down.
Okay, great, Trevor.
And you said something about the dormer?
there's no door.
The angle on the roof in the front, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a lister. I assume that the information I got is accurate, that you need, there's something significant about that 5.5.
That factors into the assessment. Okay,
You saying it cuts down on the square footage or I don't understand?
The roof pitch?
Is that there's a different factor that the listers use in assessing property where the roof is, where the distance between the floor and the ceiling is less than 5.5 feet.
right.
Okay, so some of the rooms you're saying are not full height.
Absolutely.
Oh, the second floor, the knee wall, the second.
Right, the knee walls, right, right.
So how does that work?
so what the listers have done in the past, I can't, here we go again with the reappraisal. I have no idea what these reappraisal.
You know, but what should it be?
They didn't go inside.
Okay,
So in the past, what the rule was 5 feet. So roughly I'm 5'8", where I bump my shoulder on the wall on both sides of the room. You measure the interior of the room from that point in,
Mhm.
plus the length
so 5 feet.
up with the square footage.
Okay, so anything less than 5 feet doesn't go into the.
Correct.
Doesn't factor in.
This property
Correct,
has
but-
like.
But I don't know.
One at a time, please.
The sheet you're looking at is the new assessment sheet from
Okay.
people who did not go inside.
Right, well, we're gonna measure it. I just want to make sure we measure it correctly.
Right, right.
Carla, did you have anything to add?
No, it just says this property has an overhang in the front on the lake side that goes out, which extends a couple feet the length. So you have to add that in when you're.
Carla, do we have a
Measuring.
drawing that they can look at to, is there a drawing in the back of your packets maybe? That you could just look at as you're measuring at least the ground square footage?
And list them according to that. You know.
Well, I just thought it would give it something to compare.
Then, the one that, they did that then.
Yes, that's what we put it back to. You want a photocopy? You guys mind if we photocopy that for you?
Fine.
Okay.
Let's see, we just check the dimension.
Here, sure, you can just check
Right
the
there.
dimensions.
Yeah, the.
Yeah, makes it easy.
Not to mention our wonderful driveway, which floods the basement.
The driveway, which is precipitous.
Fancy word, which means.
Oh, it is a deep, I know.
Was that all we have, the square footage of the house, the finished basement and the knee wall? Or a list?
Right, in terms of measurement, but then there's the issue of taking those figures in terms of comparability.
Well, let's
Right.
start with the measurements and we'll go from there. So are we gonna schedule another meeting or?
We already
We
have.
have one on tap.
We do.
One next week.
Yeah, one's fine.
Whoever's going.
Who's, what's,
Oh, be the record keeper.
okay. Yes, so, let's see, so we, Monday, let's see, what time is,
Janet is at
For
4.
three, I
and it's at 4, so let's meet at 3. Diane, is 3 o'clock Monday okay for you? I know,
That's, what I had 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, but,
No, I had 1 to 3.
okay, so 1 to 3.
That's what I had.
Okay.
We
On
can
the-
change it. It doesn't matter, whatever.
On August.
well, the inspection committee, we have to know what works for the inspection committee. So those out, what about you, Trevor?
You're working.
No, but to come back and report to the full BCA
Yeah, next week.
next week.
Right.
Visit now.
Yes.
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, I have 1 to 3 blocked off, so.
1 to 3 is okay?
What I can do.
Okay,
Is
so
that workable for you? Okay.
And what time is the other?
4 o'clock
4 o'clock?
on Monday.
4 o'clock.
So there's no other meeting scheduled prior to the 4 o'clock one.
Really, we should make this 1 to 5.
Well, we could make it 2 o'clock. Would that be okay for 2 o'clock on Monday?
For
Well,
us to convene.
yeah, for the Peters.
Got it.
Well, if they're not coming in until 4,
Yeah,
can we do it at like 3?
it shouldn't take us an hour to discuss.
I wouldn't think so, Diane.
All right, does 3 work for everybody?
It's fine.
Okay.
All right, we're going to 3,
I just have a clarification. You're coming back here.
3 to 5,
Right? You still.
3 to 5.
That's correct.
3 to
Yes.
5 on Monday.
So Monday is 3 to 5,
I need
correct?
white out.
All right,
Okay, great.
if I hear this, edit.
Things
Well,
are
we
getting
won't
like
be in-
So fast, like
around
herding
here.
cats, you know?
Okay, so
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Okay, it's 3:30. The next scheduled hearing would be for 4:30 with Comcast. Actually, Comcast did not actually appeal to the BCA.
Okay,
So we do not have a hearing with them. Then we have Robert Cookson to
Which
do.
he's not coming.
He-
That team.
Yeah, that's going to take 5 minutes at most.
so you're talking about Monday,
No, we're talking
No,
about
today.
today.
day, this very day. Okay,
Yes.
got it.
So
I'm calling with quiet.
And what time is that?
that is scheduled for 5:15. I think we can move that up.
I think so, too.
I would suggest that,
Yeah.
It's gonna take us an hour.
Yes, sir.
yeah,
Back.
come back at 4:30 and then we can do Cookson.
Yeah, it's 3:30 right now.
Correct.
Okay, an hour will be adequate. I'm
More than an
more than
They
adequate.
didn't appeal.
Okay, that's great.
We don't want to hang out.
No, we're not hanging out.
First.
There's no
We're not
hearing
gonna
if they didn't
torture the
appeal.
Peters. Hanging around.
Yes.
Cookson.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
All right.
They're coming in.
You want to do?
Oh, they're
Cookson?
coming.
No.
Oh,
No,
they're not coming in.
no one's coming in.
So why wouldn't we
We're
do that
presenting that.
right now?
Okay,
Back over.
let's stop for a second.
That stops.
That would be really nice.
Okay, I am, the listers at the conclusion of this meeting, I mean, the inspection committee at the conclusion of this meeting will go and inspect the Peters house.
Yeah.
That we now, so we are entering into recess. I've said that once before, so we're going to recess now for the inspection of the Peters house.